Part 2 now, rate. Rate and ratio, they are quite similar, but there is a very important difference between them. For ratio, like we mentioned earlier, it is a comparison between two or more measurements of the same units. Must be the same units. Whereas for rate, it is from one measurement to another measurement. Usually, okay, not usually, they are different in units. For example, our speed. We've done speed in primary school before, meters per second, kilometers per hour. The units are different, so that speed is a rate. Okay? Now, in ratio, there are no units to be displayed because they are the same units. So you shouldn't be writing down any units. Whereas in rate, the units is important. It must always be displayed. Always, always. Okay, so for example, a car travels 180 kilometers in 3 hours. How many kilometers does it travel in 1 hour? So the speed will be 180 divided by 3, and we get 60 kilometers per hour. Pretty straightforward. So when we are dealing with rate, it is important for us to ensure we are consistent with the units we are using. This 180 has a unit of kilometers. This 3 over here has a unit of hours. Our final answer unit will simply be exactly whatever unit divided by whatever unit. In this case, kilometers per hour. Next one. Mary is paid $20 to work for 2 hours. Find the rate that she is being paid. So how much money does she earn in 1 hour? How much money per hour? So 20 over 2 hours. $20 over 2 hours, we get $10 per hour. Okay, please try part A to D right now. Please check. For the first one, he ran 500 meters in 1 minute and 2.5 seconds. So you take 500 meters divided by a total of 62.5 seconds. And 1 minute, 60 seconds. So 1 minute, 2.5, 62.5. You get 8 meters per second. 32 square meters will cost $880. 1 square meter will be 880 divided by 32. 240 words in 4 minutes. We want the number of words in 1 minute. So divided by 4. 64 chairs in 1 day. How many in 1 week? 64 times 7 to get 448. Okay, so next part. Rates are often used in our daily lives, especially when we could go overseas. Exchange rate. We have a number of students who commute daily in the past, Malaysia to Singapore, Singapore to Malaysia. So they need to be aware of the exchange rate, which changes. For example, 100 US dollars could be exchanged for 122.66 Singapore dollars. Another example of when we will have rates in our real life is interest rate. When you borrow from a bank, when you borrow from a credit card, you need to return the money with interest. Okay, and this is like a fee. These are the extra amounts of money that you need to pay in return for the loan that you obtain. So if the interest rate is high, you need to fork out more money. So when you want to borrow money, you look for a bank that has low interest rate, as low as possible. But if you want to invest your money in a bank, then you look for a bank that gives you high interest rate so that they will give you more money, depending on how much you put in. Okay, next one. Now, the price of a 150 square meter apartment costs $780,000. How much does it cost per square meter? Okay, so I know you know how to do this, but presentation wise, how should we show it? This is what I want you to do. 150 square meters costs. No S, cost $780,000. So 1 square meter will cost 780,000 divided by 150 square meter. Okay, then after that we still need to times 1 square meter. Yeah, so expensive. Unfortunately, these are the prices we are looking at nowadays in Singapore. Okay, so use our calculator to help us with this. $5,200. Yeah, for 1 square meter. Right, I didn't do it wrongly, right? Okay, so our final answer is. This is not the final answer yet, This is not the final answer. We still need a final statement. 5,200 per square meter. Not yet, this is not 1 million yet. Okay, so let me, in Malaysia it will be. Let me talk you through this. The question requires it in dollars per square meter. At this stage in our working, do I have dollars per square meter? At this stage, don't have. Right, the unit over here is dollars. Although the value 5,200 is correct, it's the correct value, but you are not answering the question yet. Okay, that is why we require an answer over here to state dollars per square meter to answer the question. Can? Okay, I will stop today's lesson over